AAC, one of the granddaddies of modern silencers. And here with Josh Hood. Josh, you guys have some new stuff for us, the Ranger 5, Ranger 7.
We do. So we'll start with the Ranger 5. Basically, it's our 5.56 can.
Okay.
Like I said, oversized baffle, oversized end cap to 6mm
to help give you a little wiggle room.
On them SVRs.
Okay,
yep.
All right.
Biggest thing I like about this, biggest selling point for me, is going to be the universal thread on the back. So 1 3/8, so the same as industry standard that everybody's going to.
I like those words for silencers, industry standard.
I know.
I know, the pain point of all the different mounting options, we're starting to get there, right?
Trying to get away from proprietary and go to standard.
Nice.
So the biggest thing too on the direct thread mounts, we did put a muzzle brake. So that's
this is a neat design.
So that's going to help you with your blast baffle. It's going to give a little bit more longevity. And we was also, we kind of put our logo on the top of it.
Sure, yeah, yeah.
And these will fit in any, 1 3/8 standard.
So you could use that in other suppressors.
You can, yeah. So like a Nomad, a CGS, any of those cans that use that 1 3/8. That's the reason for the flange on the back end. So it's going to catch the back of those cans and not screw just straight into the can. So
great.
Once it gets to that flange, it comes to a complete stop and you don't go no more.
Very cool.
The other thing, we got removable front end caps. So basically, if you get an end cap strike, which we see a lot of, that's normally if something comes in for a repair, 9 times out of 10, it's either a latch or an end cap strike.
Okay.
Used to be, it'd be a 2-3 week process to have it machined off, put a new one on and weld. Now you just buy the end cap on the web store.
Okay.
And you just buy it, have it shipped to your home, and then just swap it out with a flash outer tool.
Love it.
Yep. And then the pain of 51T, I'm sure.
Look, hey, 51T is a cool mounting system. That's what we all had when we were buying AAC cans way back in the day. But that was a proprietary thing.
It was.
So you're addressing that.
So we didn't forget about the old guys. So we made a stamp mount, 51T. So what this does, it has your standard threading. So it's going to thread into the back of the can. Going to thread up nice and tight and gives you 51T of ability. The other good thing about it, this allowed us to tighten up. So 51T, we know people say there's wobble, don't need to be a wobble, which is perfectly fine. It was designed with a wobble, it was designed 10 years ago.
Right.
What this does now is give you a solid lockup.
Okay.
So all your 51Ts, getting the stamp mount will give you a solid lockup on it.
So you made some improvements on it.
We did, yes sir.
Now the 7 and the 5, what's the construction of these?
All the blast baffle is going to be 718 Inconel. The rest of the baffle stack is 17.4 H900, and the direct thread mount and the end caps will be 17.4 H900 stainless steel.
Stainless steel.
Yes,
okay. Sir. Weight?
Weight on the 5 is 15.2 ounces, and on the 7 it's 17.2 ounces. Length, it's about 5.8 to 6.9, so about an inch difference in weight.
Okay. Yeah, you had a few more baffles on the 30 cal can.
Yep.
What about sound reduction?
Sound reduction on the 5, we're looking about 30, 32 with an AR-15 16-inch barrel using standard ammo. On the 7, it gets you under the 140, gets about 139, 138 on 300 Win Mag.
Okay.
On 308, it's about 20, 21 dBs on a 20-inch bolt gun.
But rated for 300 Win Mag.
It is, yes sir.
So you guys added some beef to this sucker.
We did. Yeah, we found, industry is going forward. If you get a 30 cal can, you expect 300 Win Mag.
Right.
So that's what we wanted to tackle.
Very cool. So we've got a bunch of different guns here that I want to run it on. We're going to show the different mounts. We're going to see what it sounds like off and on, and have some fun with these suckers. You know that sound because it's a 16-inch AR, right? Nice and loud, that's what they sound like. So obviously it has no sights on it. It probably looks funny to start this video, but we're just kind of testing these AAC cans. We're just hitting some dirt out there so you can hear it, you can see what it looks like. Now, what I've got in front of me here, this actually is a production Ranger 5 can. This is the 5.56 can. It just doesn't have the Cerakote finish because they have been abusing these things to really stress test them and see what they can do. Now this one does have the stamp mount on it for the 51T mount. It comes with direct thread, but those of us who know the old 51T are going to appreciate that they're giving you this option. Now why would you do this versus a direct thread? Well, one is because you already have a 51T mount and you already have it on your gun, you don't want to switch it out. But the other thing is, you know how when you have a direct thread, you're always having to make sure it's tight. It becomes a little bit wiggly, a little bit loose. This one, this system will lock in, and there's no wiggle. It's on there. So let's just listen to this one, Ranger 5, 16-inch gun, see what this sounds like. Good. Now, one of the things they talked about is trying to reduce the back pressure on these. And for me, shooting from the left shoulder, I can feel that I can notice that it's less gas, less unburnt powder, that type of thing coming back, which makes it more pleasant to shoot. Let's shoot a few more. There's one more thing on this gun, and people always ask, is it full auto rated? Is it full auto rated? I don't know. Do you have any machine guns? But let's shoot it full auto, because this one does have a giggle switch. That's when you really notice the difference with back pressure, because even shooting it full auto, I was able to watch my hits out there and stay, in the gun. Pretty nice. So Ranger 5, we're gonna shoot this on a shorter gun, which is gonna be a little bit blasty. Shooters love short barrel guns. SBRs, AR pistols, they're fun, but they're pretty blasty. And that means they're very tough on silencers, meaning you're getting a lot of gas, a lot of unburnt powder, a lot of pressure. So it can be pretty tough running suppressors on this. Obviously, when you shoot these, it's like a fireball. This is a 7.5-inch gun, 5.56, so we're gonna shoot it unsuppressed, a few shots, cover your ears. And just to let you hear that, kind of remind you what that sounds like, what it looks like, and then we're gonna put the Ranger 5 on there and see what it does. Yep, sounds like a short barrel gun, doesn't it? Super blasty, fireball coming out the end. Now, this is the direct thread, and this is how they come. The Ranger 5, Ranger 7 both come with direct thread. So we're gonna put this guy on there, see what it sounds like. Now, I will say this. This does look pretty cool. Let's see what this sounds like. Wow, much better. And they've been testing this full auto, they've been testing all kinds of stuff. The Ranger 5, Ranger 7 cans are turning out to be really durable cans, but I like this on an SBR. Nice. Now we're moving up to the Ranger 7. This is the 30 cal can, and it is rated for 300 Win Mag. We're gonna start at the bottom and work our way up. 300 blackout, then we're gonna shoot 308, then the 300 Win Mag. Now this is a 9-inch gun, so again, short barrel guns, tougher on cans. We are shooting subsonic ammo because we wanted to hear what that sounds like unsuppressed and then suppress it. So, let's do it. All right, subsonic rounds, unsuppressed, still makes noise. How about that? Now, let's put this can on. Again, this is the 51T. I call it an adapter, but they say it's not an adapter. All right. Subsonic through the AAC Ranger 7. Let's listen. Love it. Love shooting subs through a can. You can actually hear the shot, and then you can hear it hitting the target back there. All right, but this is a full auto lower, so we should probably shoot a full auto, right? Yeah, I think so. Let's do it. So very cool, very quiet, and even through what I would call, a short barrel gun, still very quiet with subs. So now let's move up to 308. All right, now we're taking that AAC Ranger 7 can. We're moving up. We're moving up to a 308. This is a bolt gun, and we're going to shoot it unsuppressed, but we're going to leave the muzzle brake on it. And this is the muzzle brake that it comes, that the can screws into, and it's built in, which is pretty neat in this design. I think it's brilliant. It's a way to kind of, the muzzle brake will reduce the blast on the can, maybe extend the life of it and make it work a little bit better. And it should work as a muzzle brake, so should be kind of blasty. Let's shoot it. Yep, muzzle brake, loud, unsuppressed. Now we're going to throw the can on. All right, this is the Ranger 7, the 30 cal can we just shot full auto, so I'm trying to let it cool off. It's a little warm. It's not too horrible. We're going to throw this on here. So this is the direct thread mount, which, if you're running a bolt gun, that's probably what a lot of you guys are going to be running, is the direct thread. All right. Now, let's see what this is like. What's fantastic about this is I think you're starting to see the reduction in recoil, and that's a big deal, especially when you're starting to get into 308 bolt guns, trying to be accurate, using them for hunting. It's just going to help you stay on target, and you can see even running a right-handed bolt gun, left-handed, you could get on target pretty fast and make quick follow-up shots if you have to. Pretty cool. Now, we're going to go up to the big daddy, the 300 Win Mag. Cal cans are kind of a standard, but over the years, we've come to expect them to be rated for higher and higher magnums, going all the way up to a 300 Win Mag. And the Ranger 7 is rated to 300 Win Mag, so why not shoot a 300 Win Mag? So first off, we're going to shoot a couple shots unsuppressed. You'll hear the noise, you'll see the recoil, and then we're going to throw on the direct thread mount on the Ranger 7. We'll see how much it helps. Yep, she's a Magnum. All right, let's run it with the Ranger 7. All right, Ranger 7, 300 Win Mag. Let's see what it does. I could feel it. I hope you could see it. The recoil is more manageable with this on the gun. Obviously, it's quieter. Definitely, if I was going to run a 300 Win Mag, I would want to have it suppressed with something like the Ranger 7. And, you know, I could also tell in the scope, I am seeing my hits. I'm not coming out of the scope or out of the eye box with the recoil. So that's a big difference maker when you actually run a bigger Magnum gun suppressed. So AAC, new cans, Ranger 5, Ranger 7, pretty cool stuff.